Draymond Green, if he hasn't already, is literally becoming the modern day Dennis Rodman of today's generation. So this man continuously finds himself in altercation week after week, month after month. And even before a first basket was scored in last night's Golden State Warriors Minnesota Timberwolves game, a scuffle broke out, and it involved Draymond Green, of course, holding, having a vicious chokehold on Rudy Gobert. Now, it first started with Klay Thompson. I believe his name was Jaden McDaniels. Both of them got tussled. Klay Thompson is grabbing onto Jaden McDaniels' jersey, wouldn't let go. So then Jaden McDaniels kind of like shoves him and pushes him to the side. Then, you know, people start breaking it up. And then you see Rudy Gobert trying to separate the two of them. And then Draymond Green, out of nowhere, sees this as a perfect opportunity to perform an MMA move and put Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. And then you see the Minnesota Timberwolves players are trying to break it up. The Golden State Warriors players are trying to break it up. The refs are trying to break it up. Both assistant coaches from both sides are trying to break this up. And this happened before a basket was scored within the first 2 minutes of the ball game. So I'm going to play this clip I got off X/YouTube. And let's take a look at what happened at last night's scuffle between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors.
Back three. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes.
See right there, both of them. I believe that's Jaden McDaniels. So obviously they're both getting back into it. Nobody's letting go of each other's jersey. And then here we go.
Thompson and McDaniels, what is
and then look, fucking Draymond Green
has
damn
fracas going on.
Rudy Gobert in a fucking chokehold. Clay's jersey is ripped. You still got Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards trying to get Green off Gobert. They help him up.
That's more than a scuffle.
Now they holding back Draymond Green. Look like he just got into a fist fight. Rudy Gobert is like, I'm good.
In anything
Chris
like
Paul
that.
is alongside Klay Thompson. A whole bunch of shit.
They were going at each other's heads. That was serious. I mean, as you said, Klay's going to need a whole new jersey.
Definitely. What the fuck just happened?
Klay is as mild-mannered a player as we've ever seen. They're just running down the floor, and they got tangled up. I want to see who initiated it first, though.
Oh, Klay Thompson.
Here's a look at it.
So boxing out. See, Klay grabs his jersey.
Clay's
grabbing his jersey and not letting go. And Jaden McDaniels like, yo, get the fuck off me, bro. They already got the rebound. We're going back to play defense. Why are you still holding on to my jersey? Let's go back and take a look. See, look. Klay is boxing out. The shot goes up. Anthony Edwards misses the shot. Klay Thompson is grabbing onto his jersey. And Jaden McDaniels like, yo, get off me. And Klay is still holding onto his jersey and is not letting go. And then boom, then you see Rudy Gobert is in the middle of it. And then look, Draymond Green is applying a fucking WWE chokehold on him. Karl Anthony Towns trying to get him off him. Ant-Man is trying to get him off him. Referees in between. You see Klay Thompson and McDaniels still talking.
There's a lot happening here.
Shit's crazy.
Well, there were no punches thrown, which is good. In the NBA, it doesn't matter even if you make contact. If you swing at somebody, you're gone. So look at him on the left side over here. Yeah, they just... Klay had his hand on him trying to like box him out.
He's literally the main centerpiece of this.
They were swinging each other around. I mean, Warriors, it's clear. They want to send a message that you're not going to bully us. We're going to be physical. We're going to match your physicality and surpass it if we can. And Klay is getting the new jersey.
Well, there was no point in getting a new jersey.
There was a heavy-duty reaction to both guys grabbing each other.
But yeah, so that is the clip. So here's my 2 cents about this. Number one, I think that the league is going to come down and give Draymond Green some type of suspension. You can't be applying a full chokehold on a guy who was the peacemaker trying to separate the two from further escalating the situation. Look at these pictures right here. Look at this angle. Draymond Green is literally like, look, he's like smirking. He's like, oh, I've been waiting for this fucking chance to choke you the fuck out. And we all know the history, the beef between Draymond and Rudy Gobert. There was no love lost between the two of them. They hate each other. After Rudy Gobert didn't make the All-Star team a couple years ago while he was on the Utah Jazz, Draymond Green called him out on Twitter and said, well, I didn't make the All-Star team too. Should I cry? So the two don't like each other. All right, but you can't just be going across, choking a guy and dragging him a couple of feet past half court while players, assistant coaches from both sides are trying to separate the two of you. And here's my other gripe. If I'm Rudy Gobert, I'm having a serious talk with Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards. Shit, I'm pretty much damn near fighting them. You ain't do enough to get Draymond Green off me. I'm supposed to be your teammate. We supposed to be boys. We battling together. Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, y'all should have applied more force to Draymond Green to get that man off Rudy Gobert. Then put him in a chokehold as well too. He got your teammate in a chokehold, put him in a chokehold, like, yo, get the fuck off my man. Y'all could have applied more force to get Draymond Green off Rudy Gobert's neck. Y'all were both in the picture. Y'all were both in the vicinity. You just like, oh, get off him, get off him. Nah, grab him by the neck too, both y'all, and throw him off your guy. Because if I see my teammate don't got my back the way Draymond Green had Klay Thompson's back, that's a problem. And if I'm Rudy Gobert, I'm having a serious conversation with both of them. Because if it would have been the other way around, I would have been in there defending y'all. Be like, yo, don't touch my teammate like that. We at war. This is my man. This is my right-hand man. This is my guy. You can't be doing that. Come on, man. And for Draymond Green, listen, man. I understand that he's the rah-rah of the group. You know what I mean? He talks trash, you know, and he's the enforcer. But this ain't another good look on you. I mean, he's known for kicking dudes in the nuts, and he's known for poking people in the eye. He's known for getting technical fouls, cursing out referees. Now he's known for performing chokeholds on the opposing team's player. I think the league is going to give him some type of suspension, saying, hey, you can't do that. Now, do I think it's warranted suspension? Maybe a game or two. But again, in today's soft NBA, it might be more. If this was back 20 years ago, both of them would have been suspended and move on with it. But the league now wants to be very, very friendly in terms of their audience, the sponsorship. So I think the league will come down with a 1 or 2 game suspension and say, hey, you can't be grabbing dudes by their neck and giving them a chokehold, especially with Rudy Gobert was not seen as the aggressor. He was coming in there as peacemaker, trying to separate the two of them, and you decided that it was a perfect opportunity to go out and try to put him to sleep. Like I said, we all know Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert don't like each other, but I think that the league is going to come down a little bit hard considering Draymond Green's history of his past aggressions. And Rudy Gobert had this to say. This is from the Dunk Central on X/Twitter. He thinks that Draymond Green aimed to put him to sleep, but says Draymond isn't skilled at choking. In quotes, he's grabbing me, but the choke wasn't good enough. Yeah, it wasn't good enough for me to really have to go to sleep, but he tried. He tried really hard, but it wasn't good enough where I felt like I was really in danger of falling asleep or something. I like that it was long enough, and if he knew how to choke, it could have been way worse. He tried to. His intentions was really to take me out, and I kept my hands up the whole time just to show the officials I wasn't trying to escalate the situation, which he wasn't. And then obviously you got Pat Bev going on the podcast and pretty much calling Karl Anthony Towns out and say, yo, Cat, that's bogus as hell. I taught you better than that. Pretty much the same shit I'm saying. And now the NBA, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, is going to investigate the situation even more. He's going to look further into the Warriors Timberwolves scuffle last night, including Draymond Green's headlock on Rudy Gobert. Warriors play on OKC on Thursday, so a review on Green's part, including video and interviews, expected to be completed for a ruling prior to that game. And also, Rudy Gobert pretty much said that Draymond Green kind of did this on purpose because he knew that Steph Curry wasn't playing, and he doesn't like playing without his boy Steph Curry. So he pretty much called him a bitch. But hey, when you let a dude choke you out like that, you gotta have some words with him after that. And Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all gotta have y'all teammates back more than that. That's all I'm gonna say. But let me know what you guys think about this whole Warriors Timberwolves scuffle. Do you agree, disagree with my commentary? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.